Hi, my name's David Farnsworth. I own Farnsworth Auto Repair in Idaho Falls, and recently we came across a mini Duramax with the 3.0 diesel, and they needed the high pressure fuel pump traded out because it had gotten contaminated and had metal run through the system. And in order to do that, on most of the trucks, it's common to pull the cab. I think on your Suburbans and others, you can get to it by pulling the transmission. And this high pressure fuel pump sits right above the transmission and is on the driver's side of the vehicle. GM gives a special tool that you have to have in order to remove that high pressure fuel pump. GM refers to it as either a EN-52448 or a GM-52448. We had a heck of a time getting our hands on one of these tools, and so and they're just really hard to come by, so we decided to make our own and to sell it online as well. So I'm going to go ahead and switch the camera around and show you this tool that we've made. It's very similar to the one that they specify. It's kind of like a 15mm wrench. You have to have it fairly similar in order to do the job. You know, if you need a 15mm, you need a 15mm. Same with this tool. If you need this tool, you need this tool. But we have made some modifications. We're really liking what we've done. But let me go ahead and turn this camera around and show you that tool. So this is the tool here, and those pins go into the gear that bolts to the high pressure fuel pump. And then here is that gear. I have one out of the vehicle. So that's going into these holes here. And then you're using a couple of existing screws in each of these slots to tighten that down at the engine, in the back of the engine. And then once that's secured and you remove the bolt that ties this gear to the pump, then you use this other tool, and this has a little tapered rod, and so you back that out to being flush, and then you can screw this in to that gear. I will remove this so you can see that better, but that gear has a piece that can thread into. So you thread that into there, and at this point, once you have your holder in place and you've got your bolt out, then you can unbolt your pump, and then you tighten this center screw, and that pushes on that pump and will help you with the removal of it. We found that we had to put a wrench on this and maybe turn it a quarter to maybe a half a turn, and then it had pushed that pump out enough that we could honestly just turn most of that by hand. This piece here is super critical, because without that, if you were to remove that pump, this gear could technically fall down in or lose its place in the chain, and you would mess up your timing, and then you'd have to pull the whole transmission out for sure and do a lot more work to get to the whole timing setup. And so this is the tool you need. We sell one on our Etsy page. We're working on getting it off of our website as well. www.i-fab.us. Sorry about that, first timer here. Anyhow, but yeah, this is the tool you need. If you guys have any questions, we're welcome to help answer them. This piece that extrudes out, the only purpose we really see in it is that as you're unscrewing that bolt and pulling it out, it gives you a little bit of protection from dropping that bolt further down into the engine. even without that, I think it would be pretty hard to end up dropping that in, but we just had a heck of a time finding this tool, so we've created our own, have it for sale, and hope we can help you guys out by finding it easier and get your jobs done faster. We'll do our best to get them shipped out just as quick as possible, or if you need something overnighted, it might cost a little bit more, but we're happy to help wherever we can. I'm David Farnsworth. I own Farnsworth Auto Repair in Idaho Falls, and yeah, we're happy to answer any of your questions or see if we can help out in any way. But that is the basic setup there. Hope this helps.